what's up, Alum House? My name is Dave, and today we're going to be redoing, I guess this is the first of 2 days, but redoing an audio setup for an art center, a performing arts center that is here just about 3 blocks from my house. Pretty cool. But we're in the projection booth here, and I'll show you the space in a minute, but projection booth has a good bit of old gear over here and some over here. And in typical fashion, we've got all the amps here. We've got a variety of wireless mics up here. We've got an old tape player. That's awesome. And a CD player. We've got their old Soundcraft mixing board, analog console. And even over here on the far side, we've got some additional wireless mics. Now, they do a lot of performances here, and right through the window, hi, right through the window, you can see that there's a stage down there and the actual place that they would do their theater performances. So I've been working with them for a couple weeks now to try and get a feel for what gear I think I should, they need. They only really need like the Behringer X32 but clearly they would need a wireless solution to be able to mix down in the other room. We're gonna end up putting an X32 rack in here is what they decided to go with. And they have 12 wireless mics. They do a lot of performances where they need some over-ear mics, maybe some lav mics. And so we've got a rack of wireless mics that we're going to put in here, and that should support all of their needs. They've got internal networking that they can connect to the wireless network, so we're going to plug the X32 into that. But today is step 1, which is go ahead and get the board installed, everything labeled, all the wireless mics installed and labeled, and those mics are actually going to be in a different Gator case so they can kind of move them in and out. They only need them here and set up and functional for their performances, and outside of those performances they want them behind a locked door. This is a public facility, not public, but it's owned by the city, and so a lot of different people traverse through here, and so they want to keep those safe. Now, in addition to the gear that we've seen here, we'll come back a second time around, and what we're going to do is we've got an extra amp over there. We've got some big speakers here that are floor wedge monitors. We've got boxes for old gear. We've got some old lights. We're going to set all of this gear up out in the main room. We're going to test it all, and we're going to see what portions of this gear still function and are worth keeping. We're going to do some organization in here. We've got gobs of cables down there. We've got extra lights shoved underneath there. We've got mic stands back here. So we want to take all of that and just organize it for them, get them set up for some success in their coming season, which starts in just a couple weeks. But day 1 today is just come in here, strip out some of the old gear, set up the new gear, get it installed, get it wired, and make a scene that is going to be functional for them to do not only their normal day-to-day activities, but also one additional event, get them set up for their first event that's coming up. So that's it for right now. We're going to go ahead and dive into this because we've got a short window of just a few hours to get this up and running for them. So let's hit the ground running. All right, so just a quick look, couple minutes here. We kind of stripped out the old board, wiped things down, and I've taken a peek at all of these existing cables. Now, a lot of these are patch cables that run all the way up to the stage in their floor boxes. Luckily, when I look down here, if it's not too dark, we have a lot of extra cable right here that we can, unzip tie and shake and move things around. We've got these holes that come up through here, through the desk already. And what I want to try and do is get the X32 rack permanently racked up in this location. So I'm asking about this tape player because I am almost certain that this thing hasn't been touched in quite some time. The CD player, I'm sure, still gets used on some level, so I'm asking about those. But I'd love to find 3U in here that I can just, take this out and put the X32 right in there, have a little bit of airspace, and that way all my cables can just connect from here right in, and then these are the amps for the mains and monitors, and up here are the existing wireless handheld mics that we're going to keep. They've even got a monitor speaker here for production because this big glass window does nothing worthwhile for anybody. Then what we can do is leave this space here for when they bring in their extra 12 wireless mics we can just plug those in right to the board and have a cable ready to go that they just plug into the back of a flight case there. So anyway, that's just a quick look at where we're at right now, a quick cleaning. We've got the X32 unboxed and ready to go, and we'll see where we go next. All right, y'all, into day one, we went ahead and just trimmed everything down into this one rack unit. The amps are still at the top like they've been. We went ahead and put the wireless microphones in here with the power conditioner, and then we've got just a 2U drawer. They didn't need a 3U drawer for the microphones. They're not really that tall. This is all that they had. They've got some remotes here. And so then we've got the X32 on the bottom. In theory, nobody needs to mess with this, but it's a much cleaner install now. If I back out here, you can see that it's just less bulkiness. We will still have a second Gator case that'll get pulled in with the other 12 wireless mics. That'll end up living right here. We'll have one cable that comes out that has labeled 1 through 8, and those can just plug right into that unit and be ready to go. So this is the end of day one, and we'll be back at day two. And we're back. Day two, it's a week later, but a second later for you guys. So last week, we ended up getting all of this rack unit with the new X32 rack installed. We got their old Soundcraft board pulled out and just set here temporarily. The next thing for me to do is find an internet connection. Now, we have over here on the wall, we have 2 internet connections there. That seems fun. Don't know if any of them go to internet. We also have this down here, which is plugged into a box that's hanging back there, there you go, hanging back there, which also might be internet, and it's actually got a Cat5 cable plugged into it. So what I'm going to do is hook that up to my laptop over here, just see if I can get internet out to the world, and or if it's at least connected to an internal network, because we need to have some wireless connectivity for the iPad. So that's step one. After that, we've got a bunch of these GTDAudio. These are the new wireless mics that we're going with. Because they were budgeting for 12 of them, they come in a nice 4 per unit. So that gives them 12 mics. We've got a power conditioner on top and a cable, a snake cable. I'm going to wire that snake, is going to get wired up into the back of the X32, pre-wired. It's going to run like channels 9 through 16 or something like that, or however the math works out, 5 through 16, I forget. But we're going to have it so that they can just pull the cable out. Everything's going to be labeled. They can plug into the back of the GTDAudio stuff and be up and running really quick. But enough talking, let's get to work. All right, as you can see, we've got all these cables labeled. They're labeled top, middle, and bottom, A, B, C, and D. And that's going to correspond to our 3 units, where I've also labeled A, B, C, and D. That's the naming convention that was on here. I just made it bigger so that when it's in the back of the little Gator case that's down here, they're going to be able to see it pretty easily to go ahead and plug in. Now, hey, shout out to Brother. This is not sponsored, but this is my go-to label maker right here. This is the Brother, and it's just a nice unit. It comes with a decent amount of tape when you buy the first one. It's about 30 bucks. I got a link in the description if you want to pick one up for your unit, for yourself, for your operation. But it really makes a big difference to have things labeled. Again, all of these cables, all labeled on the inside and the back of the rack now. They're labeled channel 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. So if they do get unplugged, they can plug them back in and know what's going on. But anyway, I think if you use the link in the description, I might get 3 cents. And so eventually I might be able to buy a pizza or something.
A few moments later.
All right, y'all, just wrapping this installation up. As previously mentioned, we've got the amps. We put a new power conditioner in, relocated the 4 wireless mics. We did put a rack, a much longer rack that was available from a previous configuration of stuff on here, super deep, 2-channel drawer that's got their wireless mics, the iPad that's for the X32, and some remotes. And then we've got the X32 down below. When they need to, we've pre-cabled all of those wires that you saw previously, set up to run these 12 different GTDAudio mics, and we've got a more slender drawer here, which can outfit all of their 12 wireless mics that are supported here. The batteries, units are pretty nice. They even come with batteries, but we've got all the batteries. These are all synced up with, you know, as you saw, where we have pre-addressed these with mid-D as an example. So we've got top, mid, and bottom, and then they're labeled on the front A, B, C, and D, so they can know which packs are going to be used. When they're using these in a production, they're going to be relabeling the names in the X32 for the different inputs, so they don't have to go back and forth with a matrix just the same way you would do it. But this does stay nice and compact. It's portable. This will only be used for their main performances, and that leaves this whole rack unit individual and functional for all of their normal needs. We'll put the case on the front, but just to show you the back as well. So again, we've got the top, middle, and bottom, and we went ahead and I put labels on these so that they were easier to see, the A, B, C, and D slots where they're actually going to be plugging in their connectors. Obviously, we've got kind of the rat's nest of antenna, and that's fine for right now. We'll see how it all works. And then those obviously are working with what we've seen here, mid, A, B, C, and D, top, middle, so on and so forth. So all they've got to do is plug in their power, plug in their inputs to the X32, and they are up and running with all of these wireless mics. All right, so that wraps up this video. A little bit of an installation here, just a few blocks from my house for this city property. It's a camp, it's an arts center, an education center, and this is really gonna help set them up for success in the coming years so that they can do all their musical performances. They've got all those wireless mics, everything now running through that X32 rack. They've got an iPad to support it, an internal network, and everything is good to go. But hey, thanks for hanging out with me at this video. If you got questions or other comments, leave those down in the comments section below. I'm always answering questions that are coming up down there. And if you want to see any of the products that I recommend, you can check the Amazon link in the description. And if you need one-on-one help, feel free to find the link in the description to my website. You can fill out the contact card, and that'll go directly to me, and we can start a conversation outside of YouTube. But that's it for this video. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.